Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. How cool. I have always wanted to film for YouTube, just do like long form content, and I'm finally doing it and it feels really special and really cool. For a sec I was like, oh, I should maybe do TikTok, shit like that, but then it honestly doesn't seem very genuine. I'm someone who likes to talk and who likes to go in depth on topics, and that just didn't feel very true to myself, because I would have to like change my mindset to perform a certain way or like to shorten it and whatever. I want this to be a space where I'm able to just speak freely and document my thoughts and my experiences in life, and to have it in a little, like documented way. And I'm excited for this. This is super cool. So yeah, as you can tell by the title of this video, that's so cool to say, oh my god. I will be speaking about my 1 year of celibacy. Bling! Yay! This is something that I have always wanted to do. Not for a year, like I never even like dreamt of but like I wanted to do 6 months for so long. And to be honest, I'm just gonna be like very honest because this is my channel and I just want to speak my truth. I thought it just felt like impossible for me in the past because my relationship to men felt very much like, or like it was, I think, kind of like subconsciously. It's not like I was like, oh, let me, it was like an escape from my own life, and just kind of like a way to I just didn't feel, honestly, like I could do life by myself. I really just didn't, because I never had. I had a boyfriend since I was 15 years old till I was 22, bitch. What the fuck? That's crazy. So since I was a child, like a kid, I had a boyfriend, and like then all through my like teenage years and all through my like up until I was an adult. And I grew up with him, and like we helped each other out, and also not mostly, but yeah, mostly he helped me out. I mean, obviously I helped him too, but like just grow up and like do life. He definitely grew up with a way better system, like household, just like a way healthier, I think more secure attachment styles than me, for sure, because I guess I'll speak about this a lot on my channel, but I did grow up in a very chaotic household with a single mom, and it was just a very chaotic, abusive environment with both of my parents. Sometimes one more than the other, but it was just not secure a place. So I just never learned. I just really wasn't given the right tools that a lot of people aren't given, to deal with life, to deal with conflict, to just be a functioning human. I'm also very neurodivergent, so I just needed always a little bit of extra help. I didn't really know this up until very recently, but then ever since I figured it out, everything kind of made sense. But yeah, so I always had help from him, from, you know, my 7-year ex. He was really sweet and I'm really grateful for him. But then after that relationship, you know, it's the first time I was single, and then I had another relationship and then another one, and like even when I wasn't like in a full like boyfriend girlfriend relationship, I still always had like someone there, like a guy that would like be there for me and like emotionally and like help me with like random life stuff. Also, I moved out of my house when I was 18 and to a country, like a different country. I'm from Colombia and I moved to the US. I lived in Chicago without family, so it just was always really nice to have a guy help me out, bro. Like I just needed some fucking help, to be honest. And like, yeah, I'm sure I could have like figured it out without them, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, every person that I met brought me here, and just because of that, I never felt like I could do it. Like that was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to prove to myself that I could be without, like I could live without a man's help. And I didn't see it like without their help, but like without a man. And then like later on, as I started understanding myself, I realized like, fuck, I need a lot of help. I need a lot of extra help. And I just I didn't know if I could provide that help for myself, because I didn't have proof of that, you know. Self-esteem is like the esteem that you have of yourself, of course, but that comes from like proof. Like I didn't have proof. Like you trust someone when you have proof that they're trustworthy, but I didn't have proof that I was trustworthy caretaker of myself. Like in some things, yes, but not like without anyone else. And then also without like, other than the help aspect of it, it was also just like the emotional. I didn't see any of this at the time, but now I understand it was like emotional distraction from my own life. I think in 2025, a lot of just there's just so many distractions, and our main like mission, or not mission, but like focus right now is to, like, if we want to fulfill our purpose, that like, you know, if you already know your purpose, which I do know mine, I think we need to not be distracted. And I was distracted all the time by these men, and for sure they were super nice and cool and helpful and kind, and sometimes people are like, oh my god, like how can you complain about that? And it's like, I'm not complaining about that, I'm just acknowledging the fact that I would always, like, my partners have always been very beautiful humans that really love me and care about me, and they're like helpers, and like they enjoy caring for someone and like serving them. Like that's their like acts of service, you know. That's their like love language, and they've always been there. Like I need something, they're there. They have options to, like, they're not just like an average guy, because I can't, but like if I need something, they are one step ahead of me. Like they already thought that I was gonna need it even before I thought that I needed it, which is so nice for sure. But then it wouldn't even let me think for myself. And like if you think about it, in life you attract just where you're at, and so I was attracting these beautiful, amazing partners, but like that's what I needed. So like it wasn't letting me grow. And even when I would like try to tell them like, hey, please let me do things on my own, like please let me have problems without bringing solutions, because I love your solutions and they're so helpful, but they don't let me come up with my own solutions. Like they would try as much as they could, like of course, and like they would respect me, but at the end of the day they loved helping. They're so nice, and that's just a nice thing to do. And if you see your partner struggling, of course you're gonna want to help, and if you're a problem solver, like you're gonna have some ideas. Like I am the same too. But because they had already spent that time by themselves, they were able to like, you know, come to their own problems with themselves first and then come talk to me. Or, you know, they wouldn't bring every problem they had to me. But I would bring every problem that I had to them, because I was just like, problem. And then they would help me. Even if I didn't want it subconsciously, I would just tell them. And yeah, it was just like a dynamic where I never learned to deal with problems on my own. Hold on, I'm gonna check if this is recording. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so I always wanted to do 6 months, bro, like just 6 months without dating a guy. And then, you know, that kind of blended into like 6 months of celibacy. I don't know, it was like both, whatever. Cause yeah, and then bro, for the first time ever, I did it. And it felt so good. That was actually a while ago. It was really nice. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever done something that you like never thought you could do, but it just like is like so beautiful, because it's like, oh my god, I can do things that are hard, and that it just builds your self-esteem so much. And like, this wasn't just like one thing that I thought that I couldn't do. It was like proving to myself that I could live without a man, and without help, and without instruction, and then that I could focus on my life by myself. And it was so beautiful. It's been so beautiful. It's been so cool. And it's been so rewarding. I remember when I broke up with my previous ex, beautiful person, but I remember thinking like, I want to struggle by myself. I want the pain and the tears and everything that he has gone through by himself. I want to experience that by myself too. I want that experience of crying, screaming, crying, throwing up, but without someone helping me. And like, so every time that I've had like really difficult moments since then, but it's like, you know, like that meme where you're like crying but like laughing. It's been like that. Like, I am like screaming, crying, throwing up, but also I am like observing myself being exactly where I wanted, and being able to comfort myself and prove to myself that I can be that comfort. I can be my own best friend and caretaker and lover, and just so beautiful. I mean, I don't really have a structure for this video, but I guess like now that I'm talking about it, I'm realizing like I have become my own full caretaker, my full like lover. Oh my god, that's so cool. And my own like bestie, my own best friend. That's what I always wanted. Obviously, I'm still in the process of that. I think it's like, if you've never done it, like a year. It's actually been a year now, which is crazy. That's probably, I don't think it has been enough time. Like, I'm excited to keep going, because like I'm 28, and like so many people have had years of experience with being single. And I had like just 1 year. Obviously, I'm still learning, and I think that's the aspect that I am enjoying the most right now. I think I already checked like that box where like, or like recently, where I'm like, yeah, I can take care of myself, which is really cool. But now I am learning to be my own best friend, which I kind of was when I was a kid, because I'm an only child and I always had to be by myself, you know, and I would have like imaginary friends, and I would do these things, and I've always just like done things by myself. I also like love to recharge just by being by myself. But like I said, I had these distractions. I feel like when you've had so much trauma, which I have since I was a kid, and then teenage years, and then in my adulthood, crazy traumatic things, you kind of just want to distract yourself. from your thoughts. And even when, so either you're never by yourself, like you're always with someone, because you can just, you know, talk about their life, or like have them be with you and yours and stuff, but you're not really by yourself. And then when I was by myself, I would be on my phone. So I realized I had these like distractions. It was like, I would call it addictions, but it was like distractions from my life. And it was for sure men. And then something that, I mean, is definitely part of this is my phone, bro, because like even when I broke up with my ex, I was like still distracting myself from my own life by being on my fucking phone. And it's like, bro, that like at least when I was with him, I was connecting with someone and having a beautiful time. But now I'm not even, and I'm just on my phone, like looking at a screen, like that's stupid. So I think that has also been like a great part of this journey. It's just like I thought this was a journey of like celibacy, 1 year, like 6 months, but it actually ended up being and has ended up being a year, and like a journey of how would I put this? Being present in my own life, being there with myself in this journey, which is something that I want to have for the rest of my life, because at the end of the day, the person that you will always have is you. And like it just feels so cool that I finally did it. I finally feel like I have started this journey. I still have a long way to go, but just whoever is watching this, if you're feeling like, you know, I can't, like I literally felt that for 27 years, and I literally felt like I couldn't, like I had way too much trauma, way too much like neurodivergence, where like I just felt like I needed extra help, or just like I couldn't sit there with my thoughts. I couldn't. And ever since I've like left those distractions of like another person, like putting all my focus on them and like starting to focus on mine and also my phone, I'm finally starting to live my life again and be in control and enjoy it. Like life feels kind of like when I was a kid again, you know, when you just like are able to walk outside and look at something for 5 minutes, and those 5 minutes don't feel like an eternity because you have to do something else or look at something. You're just present, you're just there. It's so beautiful. Life just feels like I'm a kid again, and I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself. You know, we will see. I'll see where this journey leads me to. I'm excited to see what else I learned. Also, like something that I really wanted to focus on during this time was my habits. So I read this book, well, okay, till the 3rd chapter, but that was enough, okay, to help me, called Atomic Habits. Obviously, everybody knows that book, but just really, really helpful. I've been, you know, like the reason why I wanted to like be in control of my life and stuff was because I just wanted to focus on my purpose. I think, and my mission and my passion. My passion is music. My passion is singing. My passion is dancing, and also giving people a voice, and yeah, helping other people have a voice. I think ultimately I want to do that through music. I have done that through language as a language teacher. I have taught you know, refugees and immigrants English, adults English, and you know, given them the voice that they have, but like they obviously are not able to communicate because they don't have the language tools. So I have done that, and that's been really amazing. And I've also done that with kids, because kids don't have a voice, like if they don't know how to talk, right? Like I'm talking to toddlers, and I have been able to give them a voice and like the language to communicate their thoughts and their needs to their parents, to me, and for the rest of their life, which will always, it's just like, it's so fulfilling for me. And now I want to be able to do that through music, and also to help others when I am, you know, a big artist, which is my dream. And I just simply couldn't do that if I was gonna be distracted by a man or, you know, my phone. So I'm excited. I wanted to focus, you know, on like singing, dancing, but I realized I didn't have really the right habits for that. Like I was trying to do D-E-F-G without trying to do ABC, which is, you know, having my habits, keeping my home clean instead of like it being like almost clean always, and then like not clean but like organized, and then like having, I realized this concept of fixing versus maintaining. I just like, I never realized that life is about fixing or maintaining. And I was always playing catch up, if that makes sense. If you have ADHD, I'm sure you know what it feels like. It's like when you like, you know, have homework due tomorrow, but you also have like the homework from like the past 2 weeks, and it's like, bro, what do I even do first, because I have to turn this in tomorrow. But then I was playing catch up with all of my chores. Like I hate laundry, bro. Laundry was just the worst. I'm like getting so much better at it. I obviously have like better tools in life, and now I have laundry at home, but even then it was hard. Same with like just taking care of myself just takes so much time and effort sometimes. But so I've been like trying to like create systems and habits that like make it automatic, so that it's not as much effort as it was my whole life. And you know, just dialing, is that why? No, that's not a good word for that. Just like implementing and creating and implementing those systems, so that like my energy, they're not draining my energy. So then now I can focus on my passion, which is music, which is learning how to actually sing, like learning what, when I do what, it sounds how. Because before I was like I can sing pretty sometimes, but I don't know how to do it again, because I don't know what part does what, and if I stitch what, it will do what. So that's what I've been learning recently. That's been really, really cool. I've also been like understanding my body and like what muscles do what. Like that was so important. Like why do they teach us these things? And like what food gives me what nutrients do I need? Just like basic human stuff that I just never knew, because I wasn't taught, and also didn't have the time. Like I was just focused on other people and my relationship to them, and like our attachment styles, and like conflict resolution, and like blah blah blah, which is all really great, but it's not just me. So wait, let me see how this is looking. So yeah, it's just been a really cool time. I know it's like getting dark, so maybe I should end this video soon, but this was just, I'm glad I did this video on what this year has brought. I actually was at a coffee shop and I wrote down the things that I am mastering that I have wanted to master my whole life. And when I started doing this list and when I finished it, I was like, I can't believe the year of growth of things that I just thought were like kind of impossible to do, and I am mastering all of these things because now I have the time and the mind space for me, and it is amazing. I think maybe I'm gonna read some of those. One sec. Alright, so this is my cute little notebook. Not really all of them, but like, look how long. What? So some of these, understanding, so things I'm mastering this year that I have wanted to master my whole life. Understanding posture and my body's muscles. I didn't know, first of all, that there's something called the incorrect neck posture and incorrect tongue posture, which is super basic. Like, we should be taught this since we're like 1 or 2 years old. Like, what? So like my whole life I had my neck like this, and I had to have my neck like this. Like, do you see the difference? And also your tongue, you just look it up, because that kind of creates a different face shape, whatever. I just finally understand my body, and like how like this is not supposed to be like this, but it like this, like whatever. All of these things, my anterior pelvic tilt was fucking me up since forever. I used to walk with like my foot like this, and then I didn't realize like I was like collapsing my arch. Literally, why didn't somebody tell me that? I had so many foot doctors and nobody ever told me like, bitch, I mean, you're collapsing your arch. Like, don't do like this. Like, don't put your foot like this, put it like this. And I was having bunions, foot problems, and I'm just like figuring all of my body out on my own with the internet. Thank God is for the internet, my God. Yeah, so understanding understanding, like I said, what parts of my body lead to what type of singing. That I just started, but it's really cool already. I feel like I'm making finally progress in singing, which is so cool. I'm so excited. Sleeping, I'm not even gonna, oh my God, I've had sleeping problems since I was born, since I was like 5 years old. No, less, like literally my whole life. I remember just not sleeping through the night, and like my mom like coming into my room like 6 a.m. like, oh my God, like you woke up so early. Like, obviously I didn't sleep, and I've always had sleeping issues, and for the first time in my life I'm actually like being able to sleep well. I mean, in the past few weeks, this is huge. This is because sleep is everything, bro. Let's see what else. Budgeting, my relationship to money. I was just like, I used to be a little just kind of reckless, like not in the sense that like I was irresponsible. I've always taken care of myself financially, like, well, since I moved away and stuff, but I just wasn't really like, also this is my Saturn return year. I forgot to say that. So everything that I was like living and like getting by with just is not cutting it anymore. So I've been like forced to do this, but I love it because now I have it. Laundry, I said that. Maintaining versus fixing. Now I'm like leading a life of maintaining. Crazy for a person with ADHD. I'm very fucking proud. If you're normal, whatever, neurotypical person, like you don't get it, that's fine. But this is huge for me, like being able to like not be like behind on laundry all the time, or like on organization, or like, no, I'm pretty organized, but like having no piles of clothes ever. That's huge. I haven't had a pile of clothes in like so long. And like before I remember I had a pile of clothes for like 6 months. Like during this whole relationship with this one guy, like 4 months, okay, 3 months. I just couldn't get to that fucking pile of clothes because of my mind. Like it just wouldn't let me. It was just like, I can't do it. And so I just didn't do it. Oh my God. I wonder what he thought. Who cares? Anyway, my hair and like how to have it look how I like when it is curly and natural. I used to straighten my hair my whole life. Oh my God. And now I'm finally learning what ways and how to feel beautiful with my natural hair. So I love that. What I value in partners and friends. This has been huge. Not being in a partnership lets you step back and think, oh shit, I don't like this. I like this. And also I was like this that I didn't realize. Like so many things. Releasing my throat chakra, speaking up for myself, standing up for myself, speaking my truth. Huge one. I used to be a people pleaser. Obviously these are all things that I'm still mastering. It is still hard sometimes, but not as hard at all as it used to be. And this is something I'm really grateful to my previous partner, because he was such a bold human and like just taught me to just speak my truth. He would just speak his truth, and I love that. And he really taught me how to do that. I'm so grateful. That's led me to just trusting myself, trusting that I'll be able to stand up for myself, know that if I'm in a situation I don't like, that I can leave it. Huge. Just like, oh my god, I'm so proud of myself in this year and everything I've done. It's taken a lot of effort. Obviously, there's practice. Practice. And yeah, communicating my needs, whatever. And then also my relationship to sugar. My god, I don't even, it's always been a difficult one for me. I've also felt like that's another distraction. Just eating sugar, bro. It's like a dopamine. And my relationship, yeah, to men, to my phone, I already said that. And at the end of the day, it was like my relationship and dynamic to dopamine. I was looking for dopamine externally because I wasn't happy with my own life, and now I'm actually sitting with myself, sitting with life, and just pausing, observing, and creating the life that I want so that I don't have to escape it and distract myself from it. So yeah, I know it's like so fucking dark. I don't know if you can even see or if I'll be able to upload this like this. Maybe I can edit it. But yeah, thank you for listening. And if you got all the way here, I appreciate you. And I hope that this inspired you. If you think that you can do it, if you're a woman that has always felt like you're very male-centered and that you can't do it, you simply can't, like, you have no idea like how many times I felt like this, and just want to let you know that you can do it. You can do whatever you set your mind to. That is so cliche, but like, bro, if I can do it, like literally anyone can do it. There's resources out there. Maybe I'll make other videos of like things that actually like helped me like to actually do it. And yeah, I'm just like so grateful. I'm so grateful for like how far I've come in the fact that I did it. Holy shit. I did it. Love you guys. See you in the next video.